Jane, I've just received my managed migration notice for Universal Credit. It says all my current benefits will stop when I claim Universal Credit, and I'm really worried.
So can you tell me the things that are worrying you specifically about moving over to Universal Credit?
It says I have to claim online, but I don't use computers. I'm not very technical.
So for people who would struggle to use a computer or who don't have a smartphone, for example, you can make a telephone claim. So the number to call should be on your managed migration notice. Otherwise, we can give it to you. It's freely available online. So there is that option. If you wanted to make an online claim, you're very welcome to contact us, CCHA. We can help you to do that. Citizens Advice run a managed migration service. They can also support people to claim online, but there are both options.
I've heard that Universal Credit only pays once a month, and I'm used to getting my money every 2 weeks.
So yes, you're absolutely right. Universal Credit pay once a month. However, lots of people are used to being paid fortnightly. So you can ask either online via your journal or by phone, if you've made a phone claim, if you can be paid twice within the month.
And what about my rent? Housing benefit paid the landlord, so what happens now?
Again, you have a choice. So the default is for Universal Credit to pay everything to the claimant, including the rent. But you can ask your landlord to request direct payment of rent. So that would come directly from your money. You wouldn't even see it to the landlord. We have to request that, though. That's not something you can do yourself.
Will I get the same amount of money?
That's a really good question. So we know that some people are better off on Universal Credit than their old benefits, and some people aren't. So the government has stated that anybody moving via managed migration should not see a drop in their benefit. So if you are worse off on Universal Credit, you will receive a top up. This is known as a transitional protection to bring your money up to what you were on before.
And what about my disability benefits and my council tax?
So those won't be affected. Universal Credit is only replacing certain benefits, and your disability money, so disability living allowance, personal independence payment, or for those over pension age, attendance allowance, those will not be affected. You continue to get those in the normal way. They're not part of Universal Credit. Council tax support or council tax benefit is also not part of Universal Credit. So you'll continue to receive a reduction or a total exemption to your council tax if that's what you've been getting before you moved on to Universal Credit.
Will I need a sick note?
No, you shouldn't need a sick note. So if you are migrating from a sickness benefit like employment support allowance, the health part of your payment will be included automatically in your Universal Credit. So the short answer is no, you should not be asked to produce a sick note.
Okay, so what happens if I don't claim?
Again, that's a really good question. So claiming Universal Credit under managed migration is not a choice if you want to continue to receive financial support from the government. So on your deadline date, the date written on your letter, 2 weeks following this, your old benefits, what we call legacy benefits, will stop, regardless of whether you've made a claim for Universal Credit. If you need more time, there are ways to ask for that. But in short, you have to make the claim for Universal Credit as your old benefits will stop.
Thank you, Jane. That was really helpful.
You are so welcome, Evelyn.
If you want to find out more about your benefits, managed migration, or PIP, or any other inquiries, feel free to contact Jane and Evelyn anytime. They'll be happy to help you out. You can reach them on 0800 054 6710. or simply email them at income@ccha.biz.